Good afternoon, everyone, and a happy new year from all of us at Travel Bulletin. Thanks very much for joining us on our first training event of the year. We really value your support and look forward to seeing many of you in person at some of the roadshows and events that we're running throughout the UK in 2025. We have, believe it or not, over 60 in-person events planned. So if you're not signed up for them as yet, then go to the events area on our website, so travelbulletin.co.uk/events. You'll find how to register there. You can register for the showcases, which are the in-person events, register for these at the virtual showcases, or register for any of the other specific ones. We're running ones for Ajman, soon to be announced, a few other different ones. We've got a Celebrate Australia one. So go to the website and sign up for any of the in-person events. I've spoken to a few of you this morning. Rosemary, I know you've got to go there and sign up for a couple that we're doing, a few others as well. So please, please, please come and join us at those in-person events, especially the daytime ones if you're a home worker. Fantastic opportunity to see sort of 6 suppliers. You get to see them in a marketplace. You also get to see them present for sort of 20 minutes plus. So really long presentation. So if you can do those, great. Anyway, I hope for all of you that your bookings are going well so far for the year. The industry seems to have mixed opinions so far, but regardless of that, I'm sure training webinars will always help you increase your sales much further. So without further ado, let's meet today's supplier partners ahead of their peaks and incentives-based presentations. First, let's say hello to Giselle from Sandos Resorts. Hi, Giselle. How are you?
Hi. Good afternoon. Everything's fine here. The lucky one living on the Canary Islands. I hope you're all very fine, and thank you for being here and for organizing this, Simon.
Thank you very much, Giselle. You didn't need to rub it in, you see. So now already I'm looking outside at my grey sky, and it's not as nice as your bright blue one. Right, but it will come back to haunt you at some point, Giselle. Let's please now welcome as well James from Iberostar, Cuba. James, very nice to meet you too.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. And I've got to say, I'm staying at my mum's at the minute in lovely Leicestershire. It's not quite Lanzarote, but the sun's shining here. So yeah.
Congrats.
Well, you are lucky, James. In New Malden in Surrey, it's very grey and very sort of, I don't know, it's just grey. I don't know what else to call it. But anyway, thank you, James, for joining us. Our final presenter of the day from the Hilton All Inclusive is Angela. Angela, who's the director of All Inclusive on the in this particular area. So, Angela, lovely to see you too. Angela, your sound is off.
Nice to see you, and thank you for hosting us today.
Oh, you're very welcome.
To the session.
It's very good to see you. So just so that everyone knows how we are going to run this, our format, as usual, each of the partners is going to deliver a 10-minute presentation. As we go along, I ask you, can you please use the Q&A function to pose any questions? Please don't use the chat function because lots of you are using that already, and that's great, that's fine. But use the Q&A function to pose any questions. At the end of the presentations of each person doing their presentation, I will pose a few of those questions to the presenter. And then after that, they will each in turn announce their competition prize and the question, which will sort of enable you to join in with that competition as well. You, as always, will need to enter your answers via after the webinar is finished and it goes onto our website and you load it and join the competition at travelbulletin.co.uk/webinar competition. You've got plenty of time. The deadline to win today's prizes is this Sunday at 4 p.m. So you've got plenty of time to enter your answers, which will be, I'm no doubt, very easy to do, because our presenters will be so good at doing their jobs that you won't have any choice but to know the answers. But anyway, we'll get to that shortly. We've got some great prizes, some truly amazing prizes on offer today. So please listen carefully to everyone's presentations. Okay, we're going to crack on so that we get through nice and speedily. and get closer to you having a chance to learn more and win as well. So first of all, we're going to have Giselle. So if you don't mind, James and Angela, if you wouldn't mind muting yourself and turning your cameras off. And then Giselle, I'm going to start with you. So I'm going to hand over to you. You share your screen and I will leave you. I'll keep my voice on for a short while just to check that everything's working and tell you that. So if you want to share your screen.
Yeah. Okay.
All good with me. Off you go.
Okay, well, so thank you very much for being with us. Good afternoon and welcome to our Sandos presentation. I will be introducing to you our new upcoming loyalty program, Sandos Agents, and all the news about Sandos Hotels and Resorts. Maybe some of you have been expecting this loyalty program since last year, but it's taking a bit longer because of technical problems, which are already being solved. Okay. So does it move the screen?
The screen is not moving.
It's not moving, yeah?
Mm-mm.
And why not, is the question. All right.
Are you clicking on?
Yes.
Perfect.
Sorry. So first of all, let me make a quick introduction for those who do not know us. Sandos Hotels and Resort is a small Spanish hotel chain with hotels in Spanish and Mexico, with Spain and Mexico. We are constantly evolving, specialized in all-inclusive holidays with focus on offering our guests unforgettable moments during their holiday that they will remember years to come. So to do this, we create unique themed activities in each of our hotels, giving them several reasons to smile while discovering the uniqueness of the destination through its gastronomy, its landscape, music history, and its singularities. So let's see if it runs. Yes. So you can find us in the island of Ibiza, okay, in Benidorm, Malaga, Lanzarote at the Canary Islands. Then in Mexico, you find us in Cancun, Riviera Maya, and Los Cabos San Lucas. So now let's get the feel of Sandos and discover the many reasons to smile we create for our customers by briefly visiting some of our hotels, be updated to some of our latest news, and then finally I will give information about our new loyalty program, the Sandos Agents. Let me, so it doesn't move very fast, yeah. Okay. Yes, so here you see our hotel, Sandos El Greco, okay, at the island of Ibiza. Okay, it's a lovely hotel by this lovely beach in the north of the island of Ibiza, and it is an adults-only hotel. So here we created this experience, Live the Real Ibiza, which consists of different activities that allow our guests to experience the authentic Ibiza way of life and culture, such as gastronomy, history, crafts, art, music, parties, and more. No, why it's not running? Okay. So those are all the activities we offer to our guests, this experience at Ibiza. Then in Benidorm, we have two other hotels, the elegant Sandos Monaco for people over 16 years old with a wonderful wellness center with high technology facilities. There we designed for our guests the wellness experience with different health activities, also linked to the peculiarities of the destination, such as chocolate tasting. In Alicante, we have the factory of the most important chocolate brand in Spain. Then Sandos Benidorm Suite, it is the other hotel we have in Benidorm, 10 minutes away from Sandos Monaco, focus on families. All rooms are spacious and comfortable with bedroom and living room separated by a sliding door. And in this hotel, we have a very, very good Indian restaurant. And the guests from Sandos Monaco are also invited to make bookings to reserve this nice Indian restaurant. It is free of charge and it is upon availability. And then keeping to the south, we have at the area of Playa Blanca at Lanzarote, another two Sandos hotels. One of them, it is a great hotel for families as well as for couples. It is the only 25 hours all-inclusive service hotel, and there will find the best views to the Atlantic Ocean from almost all of its terraces. It is the Sandos Papagayo Hotel. And beside all those benefits, this hotel is 10 minutes away walking from the Papagayo beaches inside the natural park of Ahaches, one of the most famous attractions of the Canaries. So the nature experience is a hiking experience in which our guests will discover this great value of the island. And the other hotel we have at Playa Blanca, it is a small adults-only hotel, Sandos Atlantic Gardens, with 100 ground-level bungalows. It is beautiful, very quiet, located in between the Atlantic Ocean and the emblematic Montaña Roja volcano. So having those characteristics, we created for our guests over there the ocean and volcano experience, which is based on 3 pillars. Holistic, bringing an expert to our guests who will guide them into yoga, tai chi, and well-being activities. Then the eco, having the enjoyment of our ecological garden, and social, sharing a hiking time at the Montaña Roja volcano. And now it is time for sharing the news of Sandos. So we have this marvelous hotel at Cancun, the Sandos Cancun, at this wonderful beach. And this hotel is, since this month of January 25, it is an adults-only hotel. Then in Torremolinos, Malaga, our hotel Sandos Griego will reopen its doors shortly now in February, with nearly 100 of its rooms completely renovated. And well, now let's see what about our new loyalty program, the Sandos Agents. Okay, will be soon active for you. So first, if you are still not informed about our loyalty program, please take note that right now we have the Sandos Smart Agents. Here you register yourself, you upload your reservations, and then you collect the nights. Each time you sell 10 nights among different stays and Sandos establishments, you will receive 1 free night stay for you, double use, all-inclusive base. Beside that, you access to a lot of information for travel agents. And if you are not registered, I invite you to do so. Once the new loyalty program, Sandos Agents, starts, you will be automatically into it and will enjoy extra benefits because of being transferred from Sandos Agents. So we will be launching soon the new Sandos Agents portal, and we will see some of its several improvements and benefits. To start, you will find many of the resources you have on the current platform, such as access to pictures, fact sheets, or rewards, but in a much more agile environment. And the resources will be extended and you will have new functionalities. For example, you have exclusive travel agents rates, access, special promotions for your clients, and you have assistance from your local BDM. There will be an easier and faster access to fact sheets, brochures, photo and video library, as well as editable flyers. And now let's see about the main improvements of this new loyalty program. So in terms of rewards, instead of smart points, you will receive Sandos coins. Smart points were used to book free nights in base category, okay? But the use of Sandos coins will be much more extensive, as you will see next. The use of Sandos coins is going to be more extensive, and you have 3 different levels, okay? The blue, the gold, and the platinum. You know, the more you sell, the more you earn. Also, have in your mind that if you are already a member from Sandos Smart Agents, you will be transferred into Sandos Agents directly into golden level, earning much more points for each booking you make. And well, here we have the 5 new functionalities of Sandos Agents. You have the option to book commissionable, to make commissionable bookings for the stays at the hotel for your guests. Then you have also an easier process to register your bookings. You have live availability for bookings and free stays for the travel advisors. You have the use of the coins to pay different room types and additional roommates. Okay, before the smart coins would give you only the possibility of booking the base category of room, but now have different room categories and the roommates. And then you also will be able to pay merchandising at the hotel. Okay, now here you have your dashboard. On the left, you have your personal details, and then in the center, you can see about your reservations and control it. So you have details of the reservations, like the number of booking, check-in date, booking date, number of nights, then how many coins you are collecting, the commission you're having, because now with Sandos agents, we are going to be able to book directly to Sandos, and then the status of the reservation. You know, we upload your reservation and it will be pending. And then once the guests check out, we, the BDMs, we are going to confirm it, okay? And then you have it in status confirmed. If there is any mistake during the process, you will have the status error, and if the reservation was canceled, we are going also to see it on this page, okay? So those was basically the news I was bringing to you. I hope you did enjoy the presentation. I hope you have a very good day. You enjoy also the time with my colleagues, and I will be at your disposal as well as my colleagues from our team. Okay, and Travel Bulletin will give to you our dates as you see here already on the screen. So thank you very much and have a lovely afternoon.
Wonderful, Giselle. Thank you very much. If you can unshare, so to speak, then I've got a couple of questions for you. Okay, right. Thank you for that, Giselle. Right. Okay. Couple of questions in terms of, obviously the majority of the presentation is to do with the Sandos agents and how it's going to work and everything else. So well, not the majority, but a large part of it, what agents are interested in. I've got 3 questions, I think all to do with how they can register things. So in terms of bookings, if I know we're waiting for everything to go live the way you want it to first, but if they've made bookings already for this summer, when they can then put it on there, are they allowed to sort of put those on even if they made the booking a month ago?
Okay, the bookings are well, they can still upload the bookings that are made 1 year before. They have to register themselves. Then they take the bookings that were made before during the last year, the current and the new bookings, and they upload it. Okay, each time they have different reservations. Okay, so they collect all reservations for all the hotels and they count the nights. Each time they count 10 nights, they will have 1 free night for them. So they are going to be collecting 1 smart point. Once we have the new loyalty program, the Sandos agents, those smart points are going to be, those smart points are going to be automatically converted into Sandos coins, okay? And the value of 1 smart point will be around 200 euros.
Okay, right. Okay. That's one thing. So that's really helpful. Thank you. They can go on and they can register now. The key is to register. Then everything automatically that they can put on will get converted when the system converts.
That's it.
Okay, so that's good. And can they register those bookings that they've made through or at a Sandos hotel that they've made via a third party like EasyJet or Jet2?
Yes, yes. All bookings are valid, okay, for collecting the points. And the new thing is that now with the Sandos agents, they were going to be able to book directly with Sandos through our portal. But all the reservations made with different partners, with third partners, are going to be valid also.
Fantastic. Okay, well, I think the key message there is a lot of you have asked that questions. So I've answered that on behalf of sort of Kaylee or Janet or whoever has asked the question. So thank you very much, Giselle, for making that plain. The key thing there to all of you who are there out there is to register. You must register on the Sandos site. At that point, then you start having a valid portal to load all your bookings, which you then will earn you points, and the points will earn you night stays, whether it be in euros or however it shows you. So wonderful, Giselle. Thank you ever so much for your participation today. If you'd like to mute yourself and turn off your camera, we'll see you again at the end.
Thank you.
Amazing, everyone. Okay, so we've got the idea of what we need to do in terms of the questions. I'd ask you, if you can do, to just think each time about questions that you can ask for the supplier. So our next supplier is on behalf. Oh no, I haven't asked Giselle. Giselle, come back. Are you still there? I forgot to ask you what your prize is and what your question is.
Okay, so our price, it is 2 nights stay at any Sandos hotels for 2 people, all-inclusive basis in Spain or Mexico, or hotels of Spain or Mexico, through our Sandos Smart points right now. Okay, so you have to register, then we will give you the points with which you already can take 2 nights for you. Okay.
Okay.
And the question is, which is the name of our new loyalty program?
Right. You can't fail to know the answer to that. Please don't shout it out. Don't put it on the chat. Don't put it on the Q&A. Just after the webinar, go to travelbulletin.co.uk/webinar competition, and there you will be able to answer it. But basically, Giselle, that's very kind. So you're giving them via the system. Providing they've registered, you will give them enough points to make sure they've got 2 nights stay for 2 people at any of the choice of properties that they make for their prize. Fantastic. Thank you again. See you at the end.
Welcome.
Wonderful.
See you.
Okay, right. We have our next supplier now. Our next presentation is from Iberostar, Cuba. So please, let's have James. I'm just going to quickly say hello to James once more.
Hello there.
There he is in sunny Leicester, and we're going to share. You stay there, James, and then I'll encourage everyone to ask some questions, and I'll see you at the end.
Thank you. Hi, I'm James Carvetta, Business Development Manager for the UK and Ireland, and we are Iberostar Cuba, a Spanish company with more than 30 years of presence on the largest island in the Caribbean. We conceive memorable holidays so that our clients can live city, beach and nature experiences all in the same gateway.
are located throughout Cuba with 20 hotels in the country's best tourist destinations. We have an important presence in Havana, the vibrant and cosmopolitan city. There we have 5 hotels. In Varadero, the bluest beach, 6 hotels to choose from according to the taste of your clients. Our presence in the northern keys of Cuba is also important, with hotels for both family getaways and the adults only segment. We also have properties in the east of Cuba, so we can offer a really diverse experience. In 2023, we launched our new brand from the DNA of the Iberostar Group, which allows us to be closer to the essence of Cuba with what we offer to your clients. Our segmentation and the colours that identify them are the result of this exercise that integrates everything we have to offer to meet any guest's expectations. Our grand hotels in 2 cities with different rhythms to live the urban experience from a higher standard, which include the Iberostar Grand Packard in Havana and the Iberostar Grand Trinidad. Our Coral segment, where clients are pampered with butler service, plus the possibility of enjoying all of the sister hotels' all-inclusive facilities. Our Selection segment is ideal for families to enjoy, with hotels on the beaches and in the city for the best family holidays, as well as exclusive adults-only sections. And our leading category segment is the Origin, which allows the client from the traditional quality of Iberostar and on the beachfront to find options tailored to their budgets. Our commitment to the planet remains intact, and Iberostar Cuba's Agenda 2030 guides our work to create not only memorable holidays, but also sustainable ones. Our work in this direction has allowed us to free all of our rooms from single-use plastic and to follow the path to reducing the carbon footprint of the hotel operations. We are expanding our portfolio in Havana to delve into the city's rhythms. In the Cuban capital, the Iberostar Marqués de la Torre, a minimalist building which allows you to immerse yourself into a city more than 500 years old. With a privileged location which was the former modern tower of the Iberostar Selection Parque Central that now operates as an independent hotel. This will allow the traveller to better combine their stay with several of our hotels in Varadero. Iberostar Cuba's newest star already rises above the city 155 metres high. From the tallest building in Cuba, clients will be able to enjoy the most spectacular views of the city, located in one of the most central areas of the capital, Havana's Vedado. The Iberostar Selection La Habana, with its 594 rooms, offers you to experience the rhythms of the capital from its vocation of modernity. Now Havana, a city of cinema, has a hotel to match. Travelling to another dimension with Iberostar Cuba means capturing Havana from the superior rooms of our Star City hotels. We have exclusive services for those who choose the Cosmos level at the Iberostar Grand Packard, the Capital level at the Iberostar Selection Parque Central, or the Habana Executive Lounge at the Iberostar Selection La Habana. In all of these exclusive areas for adults only, our clients enjoy common benefits such as butler services, discounted rates in restaurants and spas, early check-in and late check-out, among others. Another plus are the free city tours in classic cars for those who choose Cosmos level. Iberostar Cuba's proposal is about feeling, and just as the city has its rhythms, the beach also has its own, more relaxed with tones of the sea. These our clients can enjoy from a high standard of accommodation thanks to various hotel options that we have available. You can perfectly pair this trip with one of the 6 hotels that we have in the popular beach resort of Varadero. Our family-friendly resorts offer children's mini club as well as spacious family rooms. And the best hotels to quote for the family market would include the Iberostar Selection Varadero, the Iberostar Origin Bella Vista, the Iberostar Origin Laguna Azul, the Iberostar Origin Bella Costa, and the Iberostar Origin Tanos. And for a more adult-focused experience, we've got 3 properties that I'd like to draw your attention to, each of which offering facilities from age 16 and above. The Iberostar Origin Playa Alameda is exclusively available for adults only. At the Iberostar Origin Bella Vista, we have a Star Prestige area, and at the Iberostar Origin Laguna Azul, we have a relax zone. Each of these spaces are available for 16 years and above. And of course, let's not forget groups. We offer a personalised express check-in service. For every 20 adult members in the same reservation, we also offer the 21st for free. We'll work really hard to make sure that your group's rooms are nearby or adjoining where possible, and a guaranteed reservation in the specialised restaurants for all groups with 20 more people within it, which makes Iberostar Cuba an attractive offering in terms of planning your clients' weddings, where we have a range of sustainable wedding packages. We'd also like to invite you to join an exclusive Facebook group only for the Iberostar Cuba British travel agents. This is an exclusive communication channel for you so that you can receive personalised information about Iberostar Cuba, our products and the details of our destination in general. The content includes news, offers, renovations as well as frequently asked questions, so please do join our community and help it grow. And to further support our British travel agents, we've created the Iberostar Cuba Brand Centre. It's a tool that you can access to download technical fact sheets around our properties, brochures, photos, videos, as well as the hotel logos. Everything that you need to increase your sales with Iberostar Cuba.
And that concludes my update. Thank you so much for watching and take care.
Thank you very much, James. That was fantastic. We're all good with that. We had a little bit of quietness, but actually then it went perfectly. And so yeah, no, I thought it was really good. So all good. You have lots of bespoke stuff for UK agents, which is really, really good. And might I say, an awful lot of hotels in Cuba by the look of it.
It's a lot, isn't it? Wow. I went about 5 years ago on a fam trip to, well, maybe a bit longer than that now, actually, to visit them. It was a big fam trip, but pretty incredible. It came as a surprise to me at the time as well, actually, because
I
we've
think
got.
this is the thing, though. One of the questions actually from one of the agents alludes to that, because I think that we don't know Cuba well enough, and we don't know Cuba partly well enough because there have been restrictions on travel and restrictions on what you can do if you do travel there. Could you, if you know, briefly tell us what the situation is if you go there and in relation to any further travel to the US?
Yeah, you wouldn't be allowed the ESTA visa. You'd have to travel to the US under a traditional visa, which would require a slightly more complicated process. So that's still very much in play. And yeah, granted, when I went, well, about 6 years ago now, Cuba was very much in the mainstream. We had Thomas Cook at the time. It was very much one of those staple destinations for us. That's changed, over the years. And those restrictions haven't helped, I'll be honest. It hasn't ended travel to Cuba though, but it's made it a little bit more bespoke and a lot more niche. So
Okay, can I just ask, is that if you travel directly from Cuba, or does it affect your travel to the United States following a trip to Cuba, regardless of whether you just go directly to Cuba and back again?
well, yes, because if you've well, the Cuban airports don't stamp passports anymore.
Okay.
That process has changed. So there isn't a footprint in your passport. However, you'll be asked within the ESTA process,
Have you been? Okay.
have you been? Exactly.
At
So
which point
that's
yeah. Okay.
that's changed things slightly. And it has made Cuba, it's taken it a little bit out of the mainstream. And this is why this was such a brilliant opportunity, because there are clients here in this country that are desperate to go, that love it and that want to see it, and actually would not feel the impact of not going to the States. They maybe aren't interested in doing that. And those clients are seeking travel agents because they really need help navigating through, what they're going to do, how they're going to build their package.
No,
So,
I'm with you, and I've got friends who've
yeah,
been, and they absolutely loved it. They said Havana is one of those absolute jewels
yeah.
that you don't find, because it's it's a little bit of history almost that
It's
you walk through.
enchanting. And it's fantastic. It's got the familiarity of one of those gorgeous Spanish cities, because of course its history comes from there 500 years ago. And you've just got this vibrant music as you walk through. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's one of those places where you can kind of dive into the culture of it and roam around it freely. So it just brings something really quite special to the table. I'm a big fan of Havana. I really do love it.
No, okay, and with in regards to if people are doing I've got a couple of questions on transfers. Now, this might
Yes.
sound a bit odd, but if people, presumably people can stay at more than one property,
Yeah.
would you offer any way of getting from A to B, but between the resorts or something like that?
So it is popular. People that go there do that. Trinidad, for example, is one of those heritage cities that is a bit of a must see. Then Varadero, the Cayos. So to arrange local transport, you won't find that through a lot of the suppliers that our industry use.
Sure.
You'd need to work with the DMC. There are a few big DMCs based in Havana, that kind of service the whole market. So you would need to work with the DMC partner to put that together, or work with a tour operator that obviously has those relationships in place already, in which case they can kind of take care of that as well.
Okay, fantastic. Those are questions from, I've got Kaylee who's asked about twin centering with KO Islands. I've got Brian who's don't worry, Brian. Brian's asked about the QR code. So don't worry, because we will send James all of everyone's details, and he can forward on that to everyone who's been here. So Brian, don't worry, Brian. He'll be sending on that as well. Dawn asked about the transfers as well, so thank you for that, Dawn. Tracy asked about the passports, but you say they've stopped stamping them
Yeah.
anyway.
And with the transfers as well, you can get those old-fashioned cars to take you from Havana to Varadero. So if you're going to do it, that's the way to do it, I think.
One more question, an awkward one. Jacqueline, you are naughty. She's asked, there are flights via Miami. So how does that work on your return flight? Is that still possible, or is that you'd have to sort that before you sort of make that trip, I'm guessing, wouldn't you?
You'd need the visa to re-enter the States, I'm sure
Yeah.
of it. And don't quote me on that, but you'd need that if you were to. Yeah, you would need to.
You need to. I think, Jacqueline, the way to do that is to check with the US first, because otherwise what we don't want is someone getting stuck. Either way, but thank
Popular
you,
connection
everyone.
hub, I will say though, is Madrid. Madrid's a popular connection.
Okay.
So anyone looking to do those packages, Madrid is well connected. I think maybe Lisbon as well. So there's opportunities to twin it with a European destination to kind of make that journey.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, thank you again. That's fantastic. Really appreciate that, James, for all of your knowledge. and for your presentation. And thank you everyone who asked questions as well. Really appreciate that. I'm going to ask you to mute yourself once more and take your screen. Oh no, before you do, tell me what your prize is. Almost did it
This is
again.
the
Tell me
best
what your
bit.
prize is and what your question is.
Oh, this is the best bit. So, we have 2 nights at the brand new Iberostar Selection La Habana, which is the new hotel that I spent a bit of time in that presentation talking about in Havana. That'll be with bed and breakfast. We've got 1 night at the Iberostar Grand Trinidad as well. So that's really quite special. And then 4 nights at the Iberostar Selection Varadero. So we've got these lovely free stay opportunities. They're all going to be won by this agent. And the question is, where is our newest star, our newest hotel that's opened? Where is that in Cuba? I've sort of
Wow,
just
so
said that as
that's
well. So
yeah, no, well, don't forget, everyone, it's travelbulletin.co.uk/webinar competition. James has just outlined there are 7 nights at Iberostar hotels up for grabs to one lucky agent who isn't that lucky because they must have listened to the presentation first. So let's hope that someone gets that right. That's an amazing prize. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Zoe. Yes, OMG, indeed. So yes, thank you for your prize, James. We really appreciate it. That's amazing. So don't forget, everyone, after the webinar, you can go onto the website, travelbulletin.co.uk/webinar competition, and you might be the winner of 7 nights in Cuba, courtesy of James. It isn't just James, it is Iberostar as well. So, and James isn't necessarily going with you, so you don't get to take him along as well.
I can come. I just said it's been like 6 years since I went. I think I need to refresh my product knowledge.
I think we're going to get into dangerous water here. Right, we're gonna swim on. Thank you very much for that, James. Really appreciate it. And if you can, as I say, mute yourself, and we'll see you again shortly. Okay, next we have Angela. Angela is joining us all the way from the sunshine as well, aren't you, Angela?
Well, I'm based in Spain, but I'm now in beautiful Woking in the south of the UK. So I'm also on a great sky.
You've got you're literally only about 15 miles, no, not even that, 10 miles from me. So you've got horrible grey sky. Yes. Right, Angela, tell us
I
a
will
little
take you
bit.
now to beautiful destinations and to learn about our beautiful hotels within the
You are
Hilton
invited. Please share your screen and I will see you again in 10 minutes time.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much. So let me do this. Good. So thank you for joining. I'm coming here today to present you a Hilton All-Inclusive, to talk to you a little bit about Hilton All-Inclusive. As you most of you might know, like Hilton is a large worldwide hotel company. We have over 8,000 hotels around the world within a portfolio of 24 brands. And a few years ago, like around 5-6 years, the company decided to go and enter the beautiful and exciting all-inclusive world, to just be able to provide customers with an option to experience this type of holidays. So how Hilton has accessed the all-inclusive space and what is making us different. So the goal is to enter all-inclusive option, but on an upper scale basis. And there are 5 pillars that the company focus on, that all the hotels are looking at. First is all about hospitality. Over 105 years of hospitality, Hilton has been leading the way of welcoming customers around the world. So bringing all that knowledge of that, all the customer focus, customer service, and big experience as well for our staff, to make the States a premium for guests. Then offering an elevated food and beverage experience. We know and understand customers when coming to an all-inclusive resort, they're going to spend a few days So we wanted everyone to have like a great and upgraded experience on our buffets and a la carte menus. Also, the entertainment and activities is very important that customers experience the local culture and know the difference on where the hotels are located. So every hotel will bring throughout all the entertainment and the activities team some like local footprints. For example, our hotels in Mexico, they offer Spanish lessons or Maya painting for kids. So it's quite important for us that the guests have that opportunity to experience the local communities and culture on our resorts. Our fourth pillar is about the space, the buildings. Everything has been selected carefully. The resorts and where they located, and all the interior design and the construction is upscale, and it really mirrors as well, again, local culture, identity of the destination. And finally, to all that has to do with group and events. So for social groups, for weddings, celebrations, every hotel has a specialized team looking after that to make sure that any group makes a big difference. Like the hotel provides a special and focused service and experience for those customers. So I'm gonna run just quickly through the portfolio so everyone knows what we're talking about. We currently have open and operate 15 resorts, 5 in Mexico, 5 in the Caribbean, and 5 in the EMEA region. We do have a new hotel opening in the summer in the Dominican Republic, so that would be our 6th hotel in the Caribbean, and we have scheduled to open a 6th hotel as well in Mexico, but that will be next year. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of the portfolio. In Mexico, as I said, we have 5 hotels. In the Cancun Riviera Maya area, we do have 4 properties, and it's quite interesting because we have a property covering all the different destinations throughout the Mexican Caribbean. We start by Hilton Cancun Mar Caribe. It's located in the Hotel Sun. It's a fantastic resort for families and adults. The hotel, it went through a 96 million renovation, so it's basically brand new. Even if it was at other hotels brand in the past, but this is a fantastic property located in a premium beach area. If we go a bit south, 20 minutes from Cancun Airport in Puerto Morelos, which is the heart of Riviera Maya, we can find the Hilton Cancun. It's also a beautiful hotel for families and adults. The hotel has like a W shape with 2 pool areas. So we have one area, one pool more focused for families and for kids, and the other more to relax and chill out for adults. If we keep going a bit farther south, we get to Playa del Carmen. Hilton Playa del Carmen is located at the beginning of the Fifth Avenue, the famous Fifth Avenue. So you have the opportunity to stay there on the beach, a beautiful resort with all the services. And as soon as you walk out on the lobby, you are on the Fifth Avenue of Playa del Carmen. So if you have customers that wants to experience a resort, a beach resort, but as well some activities and the opportunity to spend the time in town, this is a great option. Just note, this is an adults only resort. So if we keep going a bit south, we reach Hilton Tulum Riviera Maya. This hotel is let's say around 1 hour, 15 minutes, depending on traffic from Cancun International Airport, and is 15 minutes from Tulum downtown. So it's a great option for customers as well that want to disconnect, wants to be in the heart of Riviera Maya and a beautiful mangrove area and nature, and wants to have the opportunity to do some excursions or experience a little bit on the Tulum area with the Mayas rain, and so they can come and visit that area. Then if we move to the Pacific coast, we have Hilton Vallarta Rivera. This hotel, unfortunately, there is not that many direct flights from the UK anymore, but it's a great option in case you have customers that want to program a round trip throughout Mexico. Moving into the Caribbean, we do have hotels in the Dominican Republic, Jamaica, and Curacao. Hilton La Romana, it has two different hotels, Hilton La Romana adults only and a family resort. I know it's very well known in the UK market. A fantastic hotel with those two separate options. La Romana is located around 45 minutes from Punta Cana Airport, and it's a fantastic beach area with crystalline waters and beautiful palms. In Jamaica, we have our Hilton Rose Hall as well, located in Montego Bay area, and this is a fantastic option as well for customers looking for a English-speaking destination within the Caribbean. And off to Curacao, just 15 minutes from the city, from the main city and airport, we can find two resorts with the Corendon brand under the Curio Collection brand of Hilton. Bancroft Beach and the Reef, they great options as well for customers looking for to discover and learn about another different island within the Caribbean. The Reef is like an upgraded option for customers looking for something more from the mangrove, but both fantastic resorts with great dining options. Moving to Europe, all of those are seasonal hotels. We do have two hotels in Greece, one in the island of Crete, Dom Aulos and Londa, and in the island of Rhodes, we have Linden Village, all-inclusive resorts. Both are under the Curio Collection by Hilton brand. Beautiful hotels. Dom Aulos and Londa is an adults-only property, and Linden Village welcome all customers, families, and adults. Those are great options for summer travel, people looking to experience a short-haul destination. And we all know, like, Greece is a popular destination, so I think pretty interesting, both of them. And if we move to Turkey, we do have three properties there. In Antalya, DoubleTree Hilton Antalya Kama, a fantastic all-inclusive resort located around 20 minutes from Antalya Airport. We also have DoubleTree by Hilton, Bodrum Isil Club, and all-inclusive resorts, and the Hilton Dalaman. So three different destinations within Turkey, but three different options as well. In those Turkey hotels, everything is included, but the dine around, it might have supplement cost. This I think is important for all other hotels. Everything it will be included on the rates. So very quickly, we are currently having a kids and tents stay and eat free offer available for customers. So this is open and available through your main partners until the end of March, with a travel window for May 1st to the 31st of August. It has some T's and C's, and it applies to specific room types. But if you would be interested, you can contact any of your key and main partners, and you can get that. Also on Hilton.com, it will be available for you and your guests. Quite very quickly and important as well, so a selection of hotels, they would have enclave options. Those are like an upper exclusive options for guests. So they will have a private check-in, check-out. Depending on the hotel, they will have a private pool or area on the beach for them. So there is a selection of hotels listed on here that are offering this option. I am playing a little video so you get a bit of a feeling of our resorts. This one, it was shot in Tulum, but hope you enjoy it. So, oh, sorry. And to finalize very quickly, if you want to get more content and information of our resort, you can go to hiltoncontenthub.com, and there you will be able to get all the fact sheets and all the details on the products and what is to offer. So I know we are almost out of time, so I'm going to announce now my price, if that's okay.
Angela, I'm just gonna ask you a couple of quick questions if I can. Before the crowd behind you gets too noisy. But just if I can do, a couple of people have asked. Claire Spicer asks, are you able in the hotels that offer them to guarantee interconnecting rooms with any of with if you have family staying?
Yeah, so this is something we are finalizing to offer through the system directly, but this is something we can set up at hotel level as a system level. So yes, that's an option. There are hotels as well that will locate families closer to the area where all the family sections is and the kids club and so on is located. So yeah, that's an option. You can just drop me a note if you need.
Okay. That's great. Just one other question from someone who's asked, and I think it's the Enclave product.
Yep.
Is that available at every hotel, or which hotels does it exclude?
So there is currently available in a selection of properties. Is in Hilton Tulum, Hilton Cancun Mar Caribe, Hilton La Romana, both family and adults only, and Hilton Vallarta Riviera. But we are planning to extend that to other properties, but it's currently on those
Okay,
hotels.
so they
And-
can find that on the website, or okay.
Yeah, or through your tour operators partners as well. You need to look for the Enclave word into the room type. So you would be booking a Enclave tropical view or an Enclave suite. So, and it's rooms available from entry level. So it's not that you need to go to an upper
Okay.
room type to get that. It's from entry level, but with extra amenities and so on.
Fantastic. Okay, right. Tell me about your prize and then tell me your question.
So my price is a 3-night stay at Hilton Tulum all-inclusive resort. And my question is, in how many countries we are currently with Hilton all-inclusive? Where do we have our resorts currently?
Okay, so prize, just to recap, there's 3 nights at the Hilton Tulum all-inclusive resort. I take it that's for 2 people, is it?
Yeah, correct.
That's for 2 people. Okay, which is wonderful. And the question is, in how many countries are Hilton's all-inclusive resorts located? So in how many countries will you find a Hilton all-inclusive resort? Okay. So to recap, thank you very much for that, Angela. You stay there. So agents, whether you're watching this live or on demand, please make sure you enter the competition before Sunday at 4 p.m. and you could be in a chance to win that prize or the other prizes as well. So we are coming to the end of this Travel Bulletin webcast. As always, if you need a recap on any of this training, you will be able to watch the recorded version from tomorrow morning on our website, via our Facebook page, and on YouTube. And if it's on there before anyone else, like Mr. Trump takes things down or whatever. Anyway, I'm being naughty now. So I want you to thank, please, all of today's partners for their wonderful updates and brilliant training. We really appreciate you being on our system to join us and to train the agents. Thanks also to all of the agents for joining us today. Please keep watching. Sign up to our live events if you haven't done already. I know a few of you I spoke to this morning are waiting for emails from me about the ones coming up in Weybridge and Guildford over the coming sort of week or so. So we've got live ones there. Really appreciate everyone joining us. James, are you there? Right.
I'm here.
I know that the link to Leicester almost went down then. Right. Okay. We are back. We're going to say goodbye. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much. Right. Okay. Thank you, guys. See you all soon. Thank you. Goodbye.
See you. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.